So as part of this series of showing up fully in life, dressed in your best three-piece suit, a three-piece suit that's made out of truth, goodness, and beauty, I want to focus now on the beauty, on the beautiful aspect of life. Now, the poet John Keats said, "Beauty is truth, and truth beauty, and that is all you need to know for a happy life." Well, I'm not sure if that's quite true, because some things that are beautiful are not true. And sometimes truth is not beautiful. So what we're aiming for here is to bring all of those things together. Now, the comedian Stephen Colbert coined a word, I think it was around about 2006, and it became the word of the year, and the word was truthiness. And truthiness is a play on the word truth, and the dimensions of truthiness are, truthiness is something that's not necessarily true, but you want it to be true. You really deeply desire this thing to be true. And so you're willing to go against all common sense, all rational thought and measurement in order to say that something's true. Now, truthiness is not really truth at all. In fact, it's falsity dressed up in truth's clothing. It's really not truth at all. So the thing with beauty is to understand what drives you as a human being, what really fulfills you as a person, and to see if you can combine those passions, that authenticity, with the needs of those around you and do something that is at the same time good and true and beautiful. And I want to offer an illustration of this. The Belgian artist Francis Ali, he created a piece of work called Moving Mountains. And he did this at the bottom of the hills in Lima, Peru. Chose this location specifically because it's a really desperately poor area with a lot of refugees. These are people without very much hope. So his artwork consisted of 500 people lined up at the bottom of a sand dune with shovels. And he synchronized them so at the same time they would pick up their shovels and move a shovelful of sand. They stood there for 3 or 4 hours doing this, at the end of which they succeeded in moving the mountain 4 inches. Now 4 inches is almost nothing, and yet it would have taken the wind years to achieve the same purpose. So it's a beautiful piece of artwork, it's a beautiful expression of this artist, and yet at the same time it's something very true, it's measurable, and at the same time it was an act of goodness, because it showed these landless people in Lima, Peru, that it's possible, against all the odds, it's possible to move mountains. It's possible to move through desperate situations and make a difference. So I see it as a beautiful analogy or illustration for a life which is both good and true and beautiful.